is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
And you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent. Hi, I'm Danny Bonaducci.
With me in your head because I didn't.
No, I did. I told
hear
you.
Any of this. This is all like completely new stuff. So weirdo. I feel like you need to move over more because the thing's right in your face. $10 seconds.
This is Govs Radio.
Govs Radio.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show, coming at you live from Governor's Comedy Club, the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Thanks for joining us this morning. GovsRadio.com is the website. You can see our show there live right now.
This is Ruth Buzzy, and I'd like you to know how much I love the Knockem Dead Radio Show coming to you live on govsradio.com. Oh, you make me laugh. You really do. Oh, please. I can't do this anymore.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Voice, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sallie on the Knockem Dead Radio Show. They're going to keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie. Hey, how do you say?
Hey, Tony. You're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and...
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag, it gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Day Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Hi! This one. Yes. Hi, everybody. It's Friday. Andy's excited. Look at him. He's
Wow, nice.
Scaring. Oh, what the? And
So now I have to pat him down. Sallie was like seriously staring at my tit.
Like, look at those boobies.
well, she's finally thinking, wow, I get to stare at somebody else. Oh, look at that. Mark David Hirschman's watching. Hello, Mark David Hirschman. That guy was picking on me the other night at the poker game, you son of a bitch. It's Friday. It is April 16th. Oh, yeah, I forgot. April 16th. Hang on. April 16th. Oh, man, I lost it. Damn it.
It's my niece's birthday. Sweet 16. Happy birthday.
It's your niece's birthday?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Sally.
Oh, it is? Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, but with the Y.
It's an excellent name. Best
and-
name ever.
And she's also like 6 foot tall.
Wow.
That is not me. That is opposite me.
Well, it is. I do have another birthday here as well. I do.
Who?
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets.
It's coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, now celebrating her 76th birthday on April 16th, lifelong New York Mets fan, number 16, and Walker.
AKA Tony's mommy.
So that's. Now, my brother posted that. Now, I.
Meet the METS Max of News.
Let's get
Ken, we stopped it. We stopped it.
So.
I think we should complete it for Mama Walker.
My brother posted that, and he said he's claiming that's New York Mets PA announcer Colin Cosell. So I'm assuming that's the real Mets PA announcer?
Like Howard Cosell's like son or something? I don't know.
Stick to the topic here.
Okay. Now I'm just curious.
I got to be honest. I got
can't think of
distracted by the
something
name
else.
also.
Yeah. I'm like, both me and Andy are like,
Yeah, before that, they weren't listening.
Huh? Cosell, I heard Cosell. Did we start yet?
Carrie's here until we switch over. Okay, cool. When do you want to switch over?
well, I'd probably like 10, 15 minutes.
All right. Well, that's basically the time that it takes Ken to do the ads. So that's
Well, yeah.
so we'll do the ads.
In your face,
We're
Michelle.
all feisty today. We're feisty. So happy birthday, Mom. She's 76. So which means she at this point probably doesn't even remember who I am because she's really old.
And she tried for long to forget you.
And I could say happy birthday again, and she'll think it's the first time she's hearing it. Unless she's just drunk as usual, which means none of this matters.
Do you think she starts earlier on her birthday, or she?
Oh
she
yeah. Well,
waits?
she usually starts around 7 a.m. drinking, so she probably started at like 2.
Nice.
She just didn't go to sleep last night. She
respect
just
that.
kept drinking.
Oh no, for her birthday? No, she's up for a few days celebrating her birthday.
Well, it's all those 8 balls, right?
Exactly.
Nice.
Yes. Happy birthday, Mom. And I don't even see her name, so I don't know if she gave up. I don't know if she went over to Gov's Radio. I'll check the website.
Yeah, maybe she's already at Gov's Radio.
She might be, but again, she's old. She doesn't know how to figure out these technological
did.
things. So maybe she did.
Maybe it's a whole new life for her now that it's her birthday, and she's going to know how to do everything tech-wise now.
Maybe. Hello, Terry. Carrie's here. All right, so we'll. All right, so we're gonna do the ads and hang out with Ken, and then we'll switch over.
Sweet.
All right. Hello, Ken. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are y'all?
Doing all right.
We all are good.
Y'all.
Awesome.
All right, go ahead.
Today's
Ken Bichelle, the ad
episode-
man.
Today's episode of the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is probably brought to you by Mama Walker, because without her, I don't think any of us would be here. And the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Roslyn Social, a social experience in dining. Roslyn Social is the area's premier location for elevated pub food, craft cocktails, and local beers. Roslyn Social is open for socially distanced dining, takeout, curbside pickup, delivery, and on your favorite food service apps. Even their famous cocktails and desserts are available to go as well. You can follow them on Facebook at Roslyn Social. They are located in the heart of Roslyn Village at 1363 Old Northern Boulevard. That's 1363 Old Northern Boulevard in Roslyn. Give Roslyn Social a call and say hi to Nick at 516-801-4963. That's 516-801-4963. Thank you from Roslyn Social. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body, a family-owned and operated collision shop located in New Hyde Park, Long Island. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Two Eagles Auto Body handles foreign and domestic automobiles and motorcycles using such techniques as state-of-the-art paint spray booths and computer color matching. In the event of an accident, Two Eagles Auto Body has their own tow trucks and will walk you through the process from start to finish. From tow through the insurance process to the return of your vehicle, Two Eagles Auto Body is with you. Two Eagles Auto Body is constantly striving for perfection, with your satisfaction being their number one priority. Two Eagles Auto Body is located in New Hyde Park, Long Island at 1818 Falmouth Avenue. That's 1818 Falmouth Avenue in New Hyde Park. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527. Also follow them on Facebook at Two Eagles Auto Body. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. That's Gina Conjemi Coffin, licensed real estate agent with Signature Premier Properties. 631-495-7696. That's 631-495-7696. When you work with Gina, you tap into the collective experience of the best, most experienced realtors on Long Island. Contact Gina today to discuss how Signature Premier Properties and Gina can help you market and sell your property successfully or find your perfect home. More information about Gina's listings can be found at signaturepremier.com. That's signaturepremier.com. List your house with Gina, and she will work so hard for you and sell your house so fast that it will make your
head
It will make your head spin. The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Bella Vista Pizza. Bella Vista Pizza, for the best pizza in the whole wide world. Check out Bella Vista Pizza, where they offer thin crust, thin whole wheat, deep dish, and gluten-free pies. Also, pasta and baked dishes, calzones and rolls, heroes, entrees, salads, sides, and appetizers. You can follow them on Facebook at Bella Vista Pizza and Pasta. That's Bella Vista Pizza and Pasta on Facebook, and on Instagram at Bella Vista Pizza LI. That's at Bella Vista Pizza LI on Instagram. Bella Vista Pizza is located at 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. That's 154 Minetto Hill Road in Plainview. 516-433-4464. That's 516-433-4464. Mention Knockem Dead Comedy to receive a free garlic knot. BellaVistaPizza.com. Bambinos, check them out today. And of course, the Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is brought to you by Knockem Dead Comedy. Knockem Dead Comedy, the premier murder mystery dinner theater company that provides interactive murder mystery dinner theater, game shows, variety shows, and more. You plan the party, they'll plan the murder. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery dinner theater company from Pennsylvania to Maine and everywhere in between. You may select between the Hillbilly Hoedown, a redneck wedding, the family, the fun, and the felony, the high school reunion, and the whacked family reunion, a lethal luau. Knockem Dead Comedy will provide a fun-filled evening full of audience interaction, including music and dancing, games and prizes, and tons of laughter. Knockem Dead Comedy shows can be seen at restaurants, catering halls, even your home. Their shows are perfect for corporate events, team building events, wedding rehearsal dinners, holiday parties, fundraisers, sweet 16s, and bar mitzvahs. You can follow them on Facebook at Knockem Dead Comedy and on Instagram at Knockem Dead Comedy. That's at Knockem Dead Comedy on Instagram. For upcoming show dates, check out knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. That's knockemdeadcomedy.com/show dates. Andy, Sally, Tony, we have arrived at the completion of today's ads.
And a super job as always, pal.
God, I'm so hot. It's warm in here, Ken.
Yeah, that's it.
So, super job. I forgot to mention before, we're coming to you live from govsradio.com, home of the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown.
Which we'll be switching over to momentarily.
Yes, we are about to switch over. Most people are there already, so if you're coming over to the Facebook, don't. My mother came over, and Adam is here. Yeah, we're gonna, and it worked successfully yesterday, and it worked successfully last night with Jeff and Rich.
If you know how to do it, go over now, and then if you don't, we're gonna I'm gonna show you just once again, and probably again on Monday, just in case.
Oh, we are gonna do it Monday. I thought today was the last day. I thought we were just.
Maybe we could just do that, and then what?
Vaggie McVagilot is commenting on how good-looking Andy is.
Thanks, Vaggie.
And
I mean,
Vaggie, we think Vaggie that you're a pretty vag as well.
Yes.
To sanitize everyone's commenting on how good looking Andy is. I mean,
well, vag isn't necessarily a dirty word.
It's not.
It's just short for the scientific word.
Right. Remember? You're into science.
I remember the biology question.
The scientific word.
Right.
It's a scientific word, vagina. That was me doing you.
See, I would have went more with the vagina is
the Yogi Bear.
Yes, the Yogi Bear, Eric Style, Tony Walker impression. Vagina is a medical term.
Hey, boo-boo, let's go get a picnic basket full of vagina. Ken is like fainting right now.
Ken's going over to the website.
I got to get rid of you anyway because I need the window you're in to like show people how to do this. So
are we?
I just want to do it quickly.
But today is not the last day. We're doing Facebook for a few minutes first.
Well, it depends. If on Monday, if we remember to do like a little video ahead of time and say, hey, everyone, we're going to be here on Facebook. We're going to be on our website. Then fine, and maybe put a note to like people know where to find us. Then yeah, and if not, we'll just do this again.
All right, look, we'll do it Monday for the last time.
Okay.
All right.
All
right. So as Sallie is switching over, I'm just going to let you guys know if you go to govsradio.com and you comment, we pick one person at random to get yourself a Roslyn Social complimentary drink poker chip. The Roslyn Social, great place, fantastic food, fun atmosphere. In the heart of Roslyn, which is, a nice town in itself. So you can get yourself a Roslyn Social complimentary drink poker chip. Courtesy Roslyn Social.
All right. So, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Do you want me to switch over now?
Well, yeah, that's why I was doing all this now, because I thought you were in the process of switching over.
Yeah, I was gonna, but do you have more to say now, or you're done?
No, I'm just talking while you do it.
Oh my God, you're agreeing with each other.
Right, I know. I'm like, we don't have to sit here in silence while you're switching over.
I need to talk first.
Tutorial.
I'm going to talk and do the tutorial, not like just.
I'm sorry. You did say that, and I forgot. My apologies.
So I kept trying to talk and do it, but you kept like helping me by talking. I'm like, when is he going to? Just
all right, we are going to do that exercise at the end of this, where you're going to face each other, hold hands, look into each other's eyes. And say, I'm proud of you.
All right. Well, let me just say that, because we're getting some of the same comments as yesterday. People are, in fact, I think you brought it up yesterday, and now Chris Thomas and Carrie bring it up, that they get Facebook reminders when we're on, and they're saying how helpful it is.
Yeah.
So we will.
There's like there's a thing on your phone, Chris, where you can actually put a notice every day to. I'm just kidding, but yeah, that's what Rich Rada did. He put a notification on his phone.
Well, what do you think though? If we could post the link,
right? I think that's probably a really good because it will send it also.
But you're not going to get a notification about a link. So that's where I'm a little.
You get a notification that
Govs Radio posted something.
Okay, so
all right.
It will not be
That'll
like
work.
live or whatever, but
that might work.
So
Chris Thomas, sorry to cut you off. Yeah. And Chris Thomas, before I forget too, I talked to Bjords last week. We need to set up a date where you and her come in. We haven't seen you guys in a while, so we need to figure that out. But all right, so I guess that's what we're going to try and do. So when we're just going on govsradio.com, we will post the link that the show is up and running. And we'll post it in the usual places we post to. So hopefully you guys will see it that way. If you're not, you should already be in the habit of every day at 11 a.m. just tuning in. Damn it. Oh, and you can get email reminders through Discuss, says Carrie. Oh, that's interesting. We'll have to figure out how to do that.
That's a good idea. Thanks, Carrie.
I still like calling it Discus.
That's fine. Discuss. All right.
All right, Ken. I'm gonna have to like get rid of you. I'm really sorry.
Well, all right. Yeah, we won't see his window, but we might still hear him. I'm not
see
sure.
If we still hear me. Welcome to today's episode of Domestic Tranquility with Andrew Plajanos.
All right.
So go ahead.
I mean, if I get booted,
you first.
bye.
You first.
All right. So I'm gonna. If everyone who knows how to switch over to the website, just do that now. And for those of you who need just a little bit of help, go on govsradio.com, and then I'll show you through the window what to do. So if you look up here, here is here's the watch our shows. So you want to hit on watch our shows. Then
You got to buy a few drinks though if you want to hit on it.
yeah, and then you want to scroll down and find the actual show, like depending on which one you want. You think you want to hit like all over here, but you really want to come up into this area where it highlights and hit the show that you want. Then there we are. So we're like, this is just me on the show. Then what do you guys do? Do you just
You have to sign in with Discuss.
yeah, so you want to hit the D.
Don't hit the D too hard. And definitely don't use teeth.
It's more tender than you think.
Don't use teeth.
No.
I don't care what you've heard.
You think it's not a gentle organ, but it is.
So yesterday we had Sallie say her tits are epic, and today she's saying hit on the D.
Hit the D.
Hit the D, yeah.
But not the B's.
So you want to log in, and like the D is the best way to do it, and then you're not gonna and then it'll allow you to just type in. Look, I even said like hi everyone. I wonder if that'll work.
It does not.
It doesn't work because I have to
you're not
log
signed in
here. Yeah, so if it works, if you're still having trouble, which we kind of let's see, we kind of were for a little bit. If you're still having trouble, let us know, and we'll we're thinking about having Don Sill volunteer to do make a little tutorial on how to do this that we could put like in the beginning of every show so that you could like follow along, and then eventually everyone will be on the website.
Don's watching, by the way.
Oh, nice, Don.
Don likes to watch.
As you hit the D.
As I hit the D.
He's hitting his D, I know that.
Well, yeah, once you can sign in with Discuss or Discuss, however it's pronounced. And then you can even sign in possibly using Facebook. And once you sign in for good. It doesn't you don't have to sign in every single day. Joan Kruppe Asher is already complaining too about that blue button is there whenever a new comment comes in. I get it, Joan. It is a pain in the patootie, but
blue balls also suck.
Yes, as she hit the D without finishing the job. Yeah.
That's usually how blue balls happen.
Yeah.
Too much hitting just the D.
So anyway, now we are just on the website.
So
the first one comes up is because you have to sort it by newest. Because you have it sorted by best, and the first one was this comment section is not as good / convenient by Snare.
Oh, do I have it? I have it set up by. Oh, look at that! Yeah.
What?
I didn't realize I had it set up.
It's the default is best.
I've
noticed that.
Maybe you send out a mass mailing to all of your listeners, says Kevin Epstein. Yeah, we're actually we're working on that. We're working on that. We're gonna get Governors is gonna do a mass email soon, hopefully next week. So all right, so you shut off Facebook?
I did.
You did. All right, and here we are, govsradio.com. Thanks everybody for
so much
coming
more comfortable here.
It feels good. All right, so that's done. Thanks everybody for hanging out. It's Friday, and Andy's here, and whoops. All right, so I get ready.
Yeah, do you want me to take this or just go be on my phone or something so that I could, because I have to keep up with the blue thing until we figure that out.
Yeah, knock yourself out. So yeah, and we are going to work on that, Joan. We're taking care of that. Oh, you know what? Now switch back to Zoom, right? Because I believe Ken is still there.
Oh, right. Okay, good.
Oh man, I can't see Don on here.
Is that? Yep, there he is.
Okay, here we go.
What is he doing? Oh, we don't hear him.
He's probably in a meeting.
God. Or is he not talking?
He's probably in a meeting.
Oh, thank God. Oh, okay. We're getting.
He said be quiet.
Okay.
Sorry, I muted.
Oh, that's okay.
No,
Are you working?
Great.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I muted and I covered my camera so that I would know when I was back on camera.
Ah,
I'll tell you when I cover my camera.
when he hits the D. Are you hanging out or you have to work?
I can hang out for a little bit.
All right,
Probably,
cool.
I don't know, like to hang out for 10, 15 more minutes maybe. Maybe
All right.
more than that. That's about it.
All right,
I
very
love
nice.
to hang out on Fridays. Appreciate the
Absolutely.
invite. Hey, y'all.
So Joan says she loves the that she can add pictures.
Yeah, because that was something we couldn't do before.
And video too, right? Didn't somebody added video yesterday?
All sorts of links and whatnot that were not.
But Adam said he doesn't like it.
No,
Adam's moving to Florida, so really, I
screw
don't
him.
really care.
They don't
what he
even have
has to say.
internet in Florida. No. Yesterday, when did he say that that he doesn't like?
No,
it?
that was yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday he said he liked it, except the blue button was a pain, but the rest of the site
At the
was,
beginning
he
of
liked.
yesterday, he said that it was not as convenient, and then by the end, he had sort of
that was
we won him
yesterday.
over.
That's nice.
Ooh.
Adam said that he set his alarm for 10:58 Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Just do it.
Nice.
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, you could do that. You just set. Yeah. So when
that's what Rich rated.
so when you're in your office.
He also goes through all our garbage.
I mean, you could set it for
just as an added information.
Just to make sure he knows what's going on.
Go ahead.
You could also set it for Wednesday at 10:58 and weep with the rest of us. Sheesh.
I know. Yeah, we lost Marla. We have to find something else to play at 11 on Wednesdays.
It is a convenient time for me to catch domestic disturbance from the night before, though.
Oh, that's
usually
interesting.
Because I usually with the kids and
you're all right with all that fighting, on a Wednesday morning?
Yeah, I love other people fighting.
It's funny you should ask. Funny you should say that. You love other people fighting because we have videos today of people fighting. Apparently, it's been a fight week. There was a fight at Westfield High School in Indiana. There was a big fight with the referee. Yeah. We brought that, and then there was another.
I love fights.
We
I've
were
seen
giggling.
And there was another video of a fight on a plane in Tunisia. Was it Tunisia?
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Tunisia.
Yes.
Tunisia. Yeah. Okay. So you want to play one of or
Sure. You want to
to
do the let's do the ref one first. So what was it? The ref had a bad call and the other team got mad.
You're scrolling down
coach,
and
the
it's
coach
right there.
started yelling at the ref. The ref
Right. The ref made a call that the coach didn't like.
Right. And he's explaining himself. She's yelling at him. The other ref gives her a technical, so she's got to leave.
Right.
And then the whole team starts to leave.
Right.
And then there's there's a guy who is filming this ref right in his face.
He comes onto the court and gets right in his face with the phone or camera.
And so the
whatever it
ref
is.
punches him to get him away from him.
Well, he hit the phone. He didn't hit the guy.
Right.
He punches the phone out of his face. But then they go nuts.
And there's a belly to belly suplex at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pretty. I mean, it's a pretty impressive. And I'm not sure if that's a woman or a man who ends up suplexing.
I think it's a man. But the only video that Sallie and I saw has some great commentary.
Oh, good.
I don't know.
I've only watched the raw.
Better than the commentary we just got from soccer coach Andy? That remains to be seen.
This guy's pretty funny, actually. All right,
I'm just setting it up.
Is it going to be echoey if Ken's on?
No, well,
Or just if
do what you did. Yeah,
I can shut up while it plays.
Yeah, don't say anything because it'll echo with the.
Oh
with
my
the
God, we
video.
can ask him just to be quiet.
Mute.
All right, so hit the headphones.
Okay, ready?
Right.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
We're back live here at the Fisher's Fieldhouse here in Indiana, the AAU tournament. Baylor is down 22 to INDI. There was a controversial call on the court. As you can see, the head coach is not happy with the refs. They're still hashing it out. And just like that, we got a tech on Baylor. That'll be their first tech of the game. Oh, they're grabbing their bags. It appears Baylor is packing their bags and going home with 16 seconds left in the first quarter. You don't see that often here. Oh, and the ref is still going out with the team. They are not very happy. Oh, we got a man here filming the referee. As I say these days, video didn't happen. Well, we'll see it now. And oh The ref swings. The righty to the whitey. Here comes the dollar 2-on-1 fight. It's a no holds barred 3-on-1. The son with the person around his neck is going at the ref too. And now Dad has a grip on the referee. And oh my God, a slam! John Cena. And now the 4-star athlete is just putting in rounds on the dead zebra. Boys and girls, it is time for the Run It Back Turbo Instant Replay brought to you by Jimmy John's. As you see, the referee is going to slap the father from the stands, and then the father hits the whitey with the righty. Take a look at how quickly the man in the neon switches his phone from his right hand to his left hand and hits the man with the right hook. And just when the referee thought he was full, here comes a second helping from the neon man. The body slam by the neon man is just something you cannot find in any WrestleMania. But what really stole the show was when the 4-star crew threw not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 haymakers to the dead corpse. Well, we'll see you next week. Thank you to Jimmy John's for being our sponsor. Freaky fast delivery.
The righty to the righty to the whitey.
You know what? If we're looking at it as like a fight thing, that guy with the phone relies too much on his right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because he's using the phone with the right, then he has to change
Next
out.
time he has a brawl in a gym, he should.
That's somebody with too
work
much
on
time.
Suplex from the Iron Sheik. Replay Wednesdays, good idea to. Oh, Replay Wednesdays, good idea to catch up. Yeah, sometimes I do that, Joan. Sometimes I'll put on I'll just post an old show, or I'll post one of the old Tuesday Night with Tony shows.
Yeah.
Like the one with Rodea, I posted that. So yeah, sometimes I try to use Wednesdays as a good, but yeah, maybe, yeah, Replay Wednesdays. I'll just pick one of the shows from the past
also
week.
Nice to miss us a little bit. It's nice to be missed.
Leave them wanting more.
Yeah.
Let's see. When you hover each other comment, it makes the slightest movement that makes me nauseous. I know I'm not normal. Yeah, well, that comment definitely.
Keep your eyes on the horizon. Take 2 Dramamine.
Don't go boating.
And sweep the leg.
Yes, sir.
Little tech feedback. When you played that video, it was very quiet for me, and I turned up my headphones. I mean, that doesn't matter for the person in your Zoom meeting, your guests or whatever, I wouldn't think, but I'm just wondering if the playback of the audio on that was quieter for the rest of the broadcast audience.
It's funny you say that, though, because for us, at least on my headphones, it was loud.
No, it was loud. It was
So, but that's
which
a good point.
Think is what goes out.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, it's actually what I think what you hear is what goes out, right?
It was pretty loud for me.
Well, all right. Well, you guys let us know. Tell us how it was on your end.
Yeah, just to let you know, it's quiet in the Zoom. I could still hear it. It definitely wasn't loud, but I mean, as long as everyone else can hear it, and I'm just sitting quietly on my mute.
Yeah, Adam and Kirsten said they heard it fine.
Excellent.
Joe Beansy, of course, is having his own conversation. He just wants to know what everybody's doing for the weekend.
Please pay attention to me.
Do you want to do the other fight?
Yeah, let's do that. That's the fight on the plane. You might not be able to get that close because you're taking away some of the picture. So yeah, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to leave it like that. So we're gonna have to stare at you and Andy while you're playing it.
Yeah. Ogle me.
All right.
There's a crossword word.
Here we go.
This one is nasty. You saw this?
No.
Oh, you haven't seen this one? They're fighting over the overhead space. They got into an argument over it, and it just escalated. And look at these! Look at smacking each other in the face.
Wait till you see how it goes crazy.
It's not crazy yet.
No.
Well, a man gets involved, and watch what he does.
The lady with the blonde hair on the bottom and the brown hair on the top is like the instigator for the whole thing, and they go nuts on her.
I liked how that airplane attendant just squeezed his way through, and he didn't even try to break up the fight. What's that?
It's professional.
Watch this.
Yeah, that guy in the purple and maroon shirt. Here he comes. Grabs her. Look at this. Boom! You see? Popped her right in the face. You can see it better up there.
Yeah, I think
on the delay.
And she gets her hair pulled.
Look. And then, pow!
Oh, man.
And she acts like it happens to her every day. Like
yeah, she gets up
deal.
completely unfazed.
Like,
this woman's badass. Look at her. Nothing. It meant nothing to her. And then she makes this sign. I don't know what that sign means.
I think
it's a vagina of some sort.
My international sign language is correct. It means you'll be hearing from my lawyer, sir.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. You can turn it off there.
There's a lot of anger out there. I feel like we're stuck in Ghostbusters 2.
Right, that's the thing.
Slime is gonna start bubbling up from.
No, up top. Well, yeah, but what do you mean? It's not playing anymore.
You sure? Do it again.
So, yeah, so it's like fighting. Everyone's fighting each other. Thank you for reading people's comments out loud. Poor Beansy. I see you. I'm hanging out with my kiddos this weekend. What are you up to? All right, you guys enjoy your conversations. Is Tony show this Wednesday? Sorry, off topic. Yes, my return to the governor's stage is this coming Wednesday.
Who was asking that?
Adam Snare was nice enough to ask. Thank you, pal. Which I believe he's coming today.
Nice.
So yeah. And as you guys know, I am the COVID of comedy. So get to the clubs as fast as you can, because after Wednesday it'll be shut down. Because I will ruin it. And speaking of which, Colin Quinn is playing here at Governor's Saturday night. Anthony Rodia and Guba Johnny are going to be here this weekend with their stuff. So, and speaking of which, live from Governor's Green Room. We did switch it. It's now going to be on Saturdays, but it is not starting tomorrow night. We were going to premiere it tomorrow night. It's not. It's going to start the following week. So live from Governor's Green Room with Sallie, Don, and I next Saturday night. And I don't even know who's playing the club yet. We'll find out. All right. So speaking of fights, so we're showing all these fights, and it's fight week. It's crazy. What's the worst fight you ever had? Assuming you've had a fist fight.
I've been in a couple of fist fights.
A couple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet Andy went to town.
Andy, yeah, he's always calm, cool, and collected and smooth here. But yeah, I bet you're badass.
I was kind of a scumbag. No, I'm not. I lost just as many as I technically won.
And I didn't want to start off the topic with people beat each other up. I mean, the whole thing started because I'm drinking my coffee this morning, and I'm reading about all these shootings again all over the place, and I'm like, and then we were thinking about these videos. I'm like, remember when people just used to punch each other? Remember when people would just get mad and punch each other?
So yeah, where was that shooting last night? The FedEx thing, was that in
Indianapolis?
So what's going on in Indianapolis? Wasn't that basketball fight in Indianapolis too?
Yeah, it's the Middle America, man.
What the?
It's insane. And just as a side thing, and I hope this doesn't sidetrack us, you said drinking almost like jerking. It almost sounded like you said jerking. So for a second, my brain was
coffee.
like, what story is this going to be?
In the morning, and I was...
She hit the D.
And I'm like, oh, my coffee, thank God. And I'm going to guess that's drinking. Because nobody wants coffee over it. Shoot it all over my face. Sorry, I just get into these rabbit holes, and
all because I said drinking coffee.
I'm digging, and I think it's up, but I think it's actually down. I have this vertigo.
Did you see his face after he said "shoot at my face"? He caught himself, and he woke up from this little fantasy.
Yeah,
he was having. He told it like this.
Yeah, I told you, I live in this universe that I'm constantly laughing at what people say.
All right, so wait a minute. So is the video playing? Or are you guys joking?
Oh, so probably the video audio, if anything we were saying was probably not heard as well as the video.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
That's what I would take that as.
Oh, all right. We were just...
with the last one, no one was saying anything. I think it was actually in another language, so you weren't really missing much.
Well, true, but we were commenting on it while it was happening. So
but isn't that helpful when you can't understand the language unless...
But it's not helpful if they can't hear it. That's what I'm saying.
They can't hear us.
The video was too loud, so they weren't hearing what we were saying.
Oh, got it.
But it's good to know for future...
Got it.
Right.
See, now the whole audience should have been in the Zoom because I heard you perfectly.
That's so funny.
Crazy. Well, yeah, we just have to know from now on to keep that a little, probably down there if we're talking during it. You know what I used to do? Remember the good old days before we...
We're afraid of Facebook?
Yes. Remember I used to have music playing in the background throughout the whole show?
Well, some of that was a little annoying. I was happy Facebook did
and questionable.
But,
some of the music was questionable during the ads.
I liked when you had... yeah, that's true. Man, we used to that was fun. I like that part.
That would definitely be me.
So a lot of music I liked. I didn't like just like when songs are being played and you're trying to hear the music, but you're trying to hear the people. And when you're listening at home, it just sounds like static. But I like when you had like, oh, this is a great song, and here's why. I thought that was cool.
I thought it was fun to have it in the background to get like an atmosphere going.
Yeah, because you're someone who like has background music all the time. Like
I always have music on.
He does,
always.
and I love it unless I'm trying to read a paragraph.
Right.
And then I'm like, and sometimes in my head I'm like, I just want to read this paragraph.
And I'm kind of getting that Sallie reads a lot of paragraphs.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
yeah, but I do love the background music. Like, if I'm just, like, screwing around and doing something, it's totally fine. But if I'm trying to do something important, I can't.
Well, see, like, when you're driving, it's great to have background
Yeah.
music.
Oh, yeah.
My wife cannot stand it, turns it off, and I'm like...
The music?
Yeah.
So she has nothing? Not
Nothing.
like an audiobook, a podcast?
And
Nothing?
then-
She
nothing.
focuses on driving?
Yeah, I know. It's amazing.
Wow.
Is she a great driver?
Yeah.
Maybe the music would help.
Well, just in case
Loosen
she's
her up a
watching,
bit.
or will watch someday. Like this is
Will watch someday.
They're playing this at my in memoriam because again, everything's about death. But yeah, she's and it drives me nuts because then, like, if there's silence, I feel the need to fill that space.
We have a problem.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
What?
The fighting audio is still playing. Why do you like me to yell?
Can you see
That was
pictures?
a minute ago.
What? The video sound is still there. We're still playing.
Well, let me see. I'm going to turn this.
All right.
on.
Oh, you know what? Here's. I
Yeah,
got
it is. Yeah. I just put the phone down. I just picked it back up. There's Tony saying, "Shut that off."
Oh no, just go. Why'd you
Nope, because he just said, "Well, he's on a delay." So
it still didn't work.
no.
Holy balls.
This is kind of hilarious because it's like we're talking during a huge fight. There you go.
Oh.
It is gone. No,
It's just low.
Nope, because he just said he's on a delay.
Jeez.
No. This is kind of hilarious because it's like we're talking during a huge fight. There you go.
This is for anybody who's on drugs.
No, it's just low. Nope, because he just said he's on a delay.
I think it's off now. No.
This is kind of hilarious because it's like we're talking during a huge fight. There you go. This is for anybody who's on drugs.
So now it's. Oh my God, this is so awesome because it's going to be like infinite.
Groundhog Day.
Like.
No. This is kind of hilarious because it's like we're talking.
No, because I'm putting it back through here and it's playing again.
So now it's. Oh my God, this is so awesome.
This is like when you have two mirrors.
Yeah.
So is it gone or not?
I think it is. I can't tell. I totally created this warp in the space-time continuum. Let me turn the radio down. Like, I watched all this Doctor Who and I walked right into that.
It's Groundhog Day.
Hey, you know what? You know where you can't hear it even if you wanted to? You can't hear it on Facebook.
Yeah. Old Facebook.
True.
I love you, Facebook, but you hit me.
All right, well, speaking of hitting, that was the original question. Tell us about your worst fight, and then and then tell us about a fight that you lost. Unless that's
well,
the worst
that
one.
would be the
That
worst.
would be the worst one. All right, so tell us about it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be.
Well, not the
No, it was the worst fight I ever got. I beat the shit out of 10 guys.
Well, no, what I meant by the worst, like the most violent,
Okay,
the most craziest fight, but that might not be,
So
Yeah.
my brother and I often talk about how we kind of have this vibe that people forget we're there, in a way. Because
What?
like we were outside a club somewhere in Queens. We were teenagers, and
I just realized she hit me.
Come over here. And
Tony's also on a delay.
hit your own button.
That is my button. That's my phone.
It's my phone right now.
It looks like you're talking about her clit now. I'm going to be perfectly fucking honest.
I'm pointing down
Yeah, exactly.
That's mine.
That's my button.
That belongs to me. You said I could touch you
It sounds
whenever I
it sounds like,
wanted.
it's like, whose button is this? Whose button? Like we got a window into.
You said she was mine.
into why Massapequa Park is like.
Sorry, we'll get the answer to this question eventually. Sorry.
So we're outside a club.
To focus on fighting.
My stepbrother had hit on a girl in a club. It was like a youth club kind of thing. So teenagers. Yeah. And we're outside this like ice cream place, and my brother had called.
And your
my
brother's
father.
a couple of years younger.
No, my brother's older.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I know. Everybody, even his own friends think I'm old. And I'm like, we went to school together.
I babysat you.
We just thought you were an idiot. So my brother had just called my dad. These guys come up and start talking shit to my stepbrother, who's like 6 months older than me.
Were they connected to this girl somehow?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And so they like push past me and start yelling at my brother and my stepbrother. And I'm like amidst them.
And how old are you?
I'm like 15.
So your brother thought that you were one of them. What's he doing with them?
Right, and then my brother punches me. No, I back up a couple because I'm like, oh, this is getting serious, and I start like assessing like, okay, there's 5 dudes, there's 3 of us. This is not going to go well. But this guy like was about to hit my stepbrother. Like I just like the way he moved his body, and this is the like 1990 is like 89 or 90, and I grab his little dangly earring he had and ripped it out of his ear.
Whoa!
And he screamed like a little bitch and started bleeding like crazy, and it was great because my brother is like a stone cold, like he just goes to work and took out and then my stepbrother also, and we were able to. You know, there's no real winners in real fights.
Yeah, true.
There really aren't. But we got out of it without, like, saying we really got our asses kicked. Like, I got punched a few times, but we definitely doled out at least as much as we got.
Wow.
So there's one time in the Air Force. This is how all good stories start. We were in this, like... All right, my supervisor in the Air Force, first supervisor, always said there's 2 strip clubs in every town.
Nice.
There's the nice one.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the not nice
Genki one.
Yes. Yeah. And so we were at the not nice one. Because it was cheap. Yeah. And it's not like I even like going to strip. To be honest, I don't like going to strip clubs. It's just another bar. In my mind, I was really a heavy drinker back then too.
Oh, okay.
And
I was going to say, because I can think of a few differences, but not if you're drinking.
The nice strip clubs, when you go in there, people sometimes bring their girlfriends and wives and whatnot, and it's like it's cool. Nobody messes with them. But here we are in this dive one, and there's a woman in there, and she didn't seem like she was with anybody, and she wasn't a stripper. And, well, who knows? Yeah. And my buddy goes up and starts chatting her up. And then this dude and the bouncers and everything.
Oh, wow.
And we got our asses absolutely handed to us.
Really?
This was in North Carolina. Yeah. It was brutal. Like, pulling people, like, I think I do a good job of, like, trying to avoid these things and, like, lessening because I was dragging my buddies out of the place. And I had to go in a couple of times. There was, like, 4 of us and, like, 30 of them plus all of these overweight strippers. It was horrible.
Overweight strippers.
Yeah, I'm like we should have started throwing bottles or something but then that would have it's like when you teach the monkeys accidentally to throw things and now they're throwing everything at you. That would have been bad because they would have been like and then thrown it back at us. It would have been terrible.
This was in North Carolina, you said?
That was in North Carolina.
They're
like
so nice there. It's weird.
They are so nice there in North Carolina.
They are.
Yeah, you know the nice one was Dockside Dolls there, Ken, on was that 70 between Goldsboro and
There's
Raleigh?
no way he's ever.
You know
going
what I'm
to
talking
admit
about. You know what
I
I'm
knowing
thought
where the
Sallie meant the people are nice there.
Well, the strippers were really nice at Dockside Dolls.
and thinner.
Yeah, a lot thinner.
Snare is asking you, how many fights have you had? Do you have any idea? Roundabout.
Roundabout, I would say like anywhere from 15 to 20.
And how many of those
wow.
are siblings?
No, I don't count my brother as like.
Yeah.
Then we're into like
that's
close
different.
to triple digits.
15 to 20.
Yeah.
And from what? From what age? Like, are we
Let's-
counting elementary school?
Yeah.
fist
Okay.
fights?
So yes, that would be counting the 3 that I got into in
Okay.
elementary school.
Wow, 15 to 20. That's a lot.
And on the soccer pitch.
The soccer pitch.
Yeah, or the field, as you Americans say, the pitch, not the pitch.
As recently as last week.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. What, the Little League?
Yeah, me and all these second and third grade girls really got into it. Oh, I fucked them all up, though. Don't worry about it. They barely touched me.
No, I really thought, but are you talking Little League where you get into a fight with the parents or something? Is that what you...
No, so, no, it was a game, and it's funny because it's like the only game my dad ever went to. And
Figures.
and we
do
played
a
like in
fight.
this the parish league.
Oh, okay.
For the Diocese of Rockville Center, and we played for Infant Jesus, and which is the church in Port Jefferson, and we were out in Mount Sinai or Miller Place or something like that, and these like I was pretty good at that age.
So this is a fight with a church league.
Yeah, in a church league. And we're out there, and the guys
They
kept,
could be scrappy. Gotta be careful of that.
They were knocking me down a lot because, like, I was making, I was doing well against them. I think I had scored 2 goals. We were in the second half, and they start like knocking me to the ground. Every time I got near the ball, somebody would hit me, and they were all kind of bigger than me. My brother played defense though, and so this kid comes up, and I jump up, and I push him, and he pushes me, and we're just like, and that's what most fights are
Right,
like anything.
yeah.
But then my brother just comes over the top and starts giving everybody bloody lips.
Yeah.
And,
he goes to town.
But it's a church league. Like, lightning didn't come down to it. Stop it!
No, because it's not real.
What would Jesus do?
Wow.
Yeah, and I was an altar boy too. So that so there was the time with the priest. Now I'm only kidding.
Well, which it explains a lot, actually, that time with the priest. So all right, what about you? You've had some fist fights.
Just with my sister. I don't even think I fought.
You laid one person out in high school. I remember
That was
that.
a push against a locker over a bench, and
I know,
she
I
had
thought
it
you-
coming.
But I thought you did. I thought you
Like
did
if I
give her
saw her
one.
again, I'd
You would do it
actually
again?
even do it again. Yeah,
Nice.
there's no regrets
I hate
other
people like
than
that.
not pushing harder.
No,
Yeah.
I thought you did give her a right hook. No.
No, just
Oh, okay.
just a push right over the bench. Into
this
the
is just
locker.
part of his fantasy now. It's like,
Pretty
yes,
much.
In the-
yeah.
in the-
yes, Sallie
yeah, in
just
the gym
fucked that
locker
girl
room.
up. Ooh, here we go.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the girl is good looking too.
And everybody's bras got ripped off, and pillows somehow got.
I
on
actually
there.
did see a fight like that once.
Did you?
It was, I think was it
My school that he actually used to have, and people's clothes.
Yeah,
just get
I
ripped
think
off.
I was in junior high school. I think it was, and these 2 girls were going at man. They were. It was a bad one of the worst fights I've ever seen. These girls were beating the shit out of each other, and they did. One girl ripped the other girl's shirt off.
Yeah.
And the whole
Wow, that must have been good for you guys.
Well, that's the thing. There was a whole crowd of people watching this thing, and it was like being at a comedy show. Everybody just starts cracking up. I mean, you didn't say nip or anything. The bra was still there, but it was still funny, and everybody was just, instead of breaking up this fight or being nervous if somebody's getting hurt, everybody just starts laughing. It looked like rip his shirt off.
I didn't push the girl that I pushed wasn't the one you know. She
Oh.
was just standing there.
Why did I think she was the one?
Because it's in your masturbation fantasy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Sally's
So-
just laying out girls.
The
left
one that
and
I
right.
did
Tell me,
push actually
Sally,
got
tell me again.
knocked up that year, and she had to leave school.
Oh, really?
Wow, you hit her so hard she got fucking pregnant.
She got
Yeah.
knocked out and knocked up.
knocked
The sperm wasn't about to make it, but I knocked it right up into her cervix.
To be honest, you know,
The little
That's how she got pregnant.
The little sperm was like, yeah.
whoa, like the sperm even got.
Well, yeah,
Ugh.
when Sally, when you hit her and she fell over the bench, then her legs were up in the air, so the sperm just
Right.
Just fell right in.
Gravity,
and they tell you
motherfucker.
when you're trying to get pregnant, if you put your legs in the air and you like lay there for a while, it'll work. So yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, little illegitimate child.
And that's the only physical altercation you've ever had?
And she so had it coming. Like, and I'll make it quick, but my
Well, yeah, she got
coming
pregnant.
back to it.
my
'Cause
mother,
it was coming.
My
She got
mom
pregnant.
was like really sick, like really, really sick when I was in 7th grade. She had cancer, and she actually ended up dying a few like months later.
Oh.
So it was really. So this is how bad this fuckface had it coming. And I'm walking through Hicksville Mall, and my mom's like,
Where did I put
Hicksville
my
Mall,
pen? Where did I put
the
my pen?
plaza.
Hey, James, how are you?
And I'm walking with her, and one of my best friends, who was like this little sweet thing, was getting picked on by her and this person who Tony knows, like relentlessly for no reason. And it was in 7th grade, so I was telling him, I was really close to my mom, like, that's someone who's like hurting such and such. So my mom, and my mom took me in the mall because it was like one of those like I should get this girl some clothes because I'm not going to be here much longer. Walk through the mall. This is an awful story. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I know, but we're walking through the mall. So my mom goes, she walks up to the girl. She goes, you know what? You should really be nice to such and such. I've known her for a long time. She's lovely.
Right.
You should be nice. And the person who Tony knows goes, you should mind your own fucking business, to my mother.
Nice.
Who has like no hair because she's dying soon. So I'm going to let it go. I'm gonna let it go. So we're walking in the gym, and I'm walking in the gym, and it was like the next day. So not that one, but the other one goes, Sallie, your mother's an asshole, and I just saw red.
Right on.
And I just went at her, I just pushed her so hard over the bench, and I was gonna even go more, I was gonna kill her. Right. And she went over, and I remember her head going clunk clunk against the locker and the wall. I got her in the corner.
This isn't like the cartoons.
It was really kind of funny. I think that's what brought me out of it, because I was like, all right, that was good. Because she went over, her legs went flying up the air, and her head went clunk. And I was like,
cartoons.
I was like,
a little and then orchestra music playing.
And the one that you were friends with was Stim, and she was like, and I was just like, all right, I got to go. And it wasn't until I was in the hallway going to my next class, and I'm like, I could fucking get in a lot of trouble for this. And you're in 7th grade, you're worried for
adrenaline.
You don't know
hormones.
at the time that the principal's going to be like, yes, good job. Right. But no one ever said anything. She never complained, and
Listen,
it
Sallie,
never came up again.
I have to suspend you, but we passed around the hat in the faculty.
We want to
room.
give you a major award,
and we got you this gift certificate to McDonald's, and also to a clothing store, and also
right
to the go-kart place. So you have a good couple of days off.
Yeah.
If you need a ride, any one of us, we will get a substitute, and we will give you a ride wherever you need to go.
Anything you need, you're our hero.
In fact, drive yourself. We're going to give you a car.
We've all wanted to do this to this little thing for years.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever hearing that part about the head hitting the locker.
It was like...
So outside of fighting the shark for your leg,
yes.
What fights have you had, Mr. Walker, if that's your real name?
Well, you should see the shark. I got a severe beating in 9th grade. This girl, and it's all fine. We were kids. It doesn't. I'm friends with her on Facebook. What?
I got this severe beating. So there's this girl. No. I'm like, this is exactly what I thought this was going to be.
Yeah.
I was flirting with this girl in school.
Hey, Tony.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. I need to scoot.
Oh.
And I don't want to interrupt in the middle of your thing. So
because that's not what happened at all.
I got to go. Everyone have a great weekend.
You have a great weekend too, Ken.
We're not going to forget, Ken. We're asking you on Monday about your worst fight.
It wasn't much of one, but okay.
He's got to go out and get one now.
You need to get Tim into this Zoom box here.
Tim?
Saliani?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How come?
Tim, Carla, I don't know. Someone, because I bet they've been in more fights than I have. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't think people are fighting Tim.
Yeah, right. They're running.
I think Tim ends fights.
I think I would just be like, sorry, sir, for whatever I caused you.
Well, to be honest, I'm doing that with Carla, too. She would kick my ass, no doubt. Ken, have a great weekend, buddy.
Thanks, y'all. Have a great weekend.
You too.
Ken.
See ya.
Bye, thanks.
I was just flirting with this girl.
Okay.
But I didn't. Turns out she had a boyfriend, but and if I knew that, I wouldn't have done anything. But he wasn't even in our school, so that's why I didn't even know.
Right.
He went to another school. So then what happens is it was like 2 weeks later. So I'm outside and
He'd try to flirt with like 5 other girls by then.
old shit.
Easily, yeah.
Why are you bringing up old shit?
That's the only fight I got.
Right.
So, so I'm outside the school. It was after school one day, and I'm hanging out outside with some buddies. I don't even remember hitting the ground. I just remember being on the ground and just
Those are
constant.
the worst. Yeah.
And I'm like, and
And you're like the skater. Why?
Yes,
Why?
that's exactly it. So I eventually, I'm trying to fight back, and this guy's bigger than me. He's totally kicking my ass. So I couldn't get any punches in, but I did manage to grab both of his hands.
Right.
So I'm holding his hands, and as I'm holding, I'm looking at his face, and I swear to God, I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Like,
Right.
I had no clue. Finally, he stops, and he pulls me up, and we're standing there, and he's now yelling at me, and he's telling me he's going to give me more. And I'm like this, and I even said to him, I don't even know you.
Right.
He brings me to the girl. She was on the other side of the school. He literally, like, dragged me over.
Right.
And he goes to her. He goes, is this the guy? And she goes, yeah. So I said, and I remember this like it was yesterday. So I yelled to her, I go, what did I do? And she said, well, you were flirting with me, and you put your arm around me in the hallway. And in my head, I'm like, really? That's it?
Oh, okay. No, you didn't say that in the beginning. You totally deserve that.
So I turned to the guy, and I said, you're her boyfriend? He goes, yeah, and that's my girl. I said, I'm sorry, I didn't know she had a boyfriend.
Right.
And I forget what I said after that, but he said something to me, and I did. I gave him a wisecrack. And he just gave me a quick, just a quick one. And it was just one of those,
Right.
and I just, again, I was like, I'm sorry. And I mean, I had blood. I mean, it was bad. But I wasn't much I was usually the guy breaking up fights. That was usually me. I did get suspended in school. One guy, and this, I felt bad, but this guy was a friend of mine, but I have a close friend. He's still a close friend to this day. He was born with his fingers are short. Like they're only like halfway.
Okay.
Like it's missing like the top digits.
I'll wait.
So a buddy, another
like the
friend,
two top digits they're missing.
yeah, and this guy's a close friend, still is, and another guy started making fun of him about it one day,
Right.
and it was completely out of nowhere.
Right.
This guy with the fingers is the nicest guy in the freaking world. And this other guy just completely out of nowhere just started making fun of him about it. And same thing, I just saw red. I don't know, I guess because I'm so close to this guy, I don't know what it was. And I leapt across the desk, and I grabbed him, and I just started pounding on him.
Oh, shit.
And then we ended up in the hallway, and I remember actually grabbing him by the shirt and just like tossing him. And I remember thinking as I started to walk away, thinking to myself, how the hell did I just do that? And then I walked away, and then sure enough, a few periods later, I get called down to the assistant principal's office.
You didn't get a major award like I did.
No, it got worse than that. It was, I forget his name. He died that following summer, the assistant principal. But he called my mother up and yelled at her.
You'll have to text me the name later.
Oh, if I remember. Oh, I do remember. Are you, the band, what's the band that plays the hard rock stuff for Christmas? Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yeah, we have a running joke with that, but go ahead.
One of the guitar players, Al Petrelli.
Okay.
He's in that band, and he's played with Zappa. He's been all over the place. It was his father.
Oh, wow.
He was the assistant principal.
Petrelli,
Mr.
who
Petrelli.
loved me.
So Mr.
I got along with him beautifully after that, but that particular incident, yeah, he treated me like, and I even said to him at one point, I said, I'm not down here much. Why are you on me like this? Because you're a wise ass. And then he called my mother and yelled at her. He yelled at my mother for me beating this kid up, and I got suspended for that.
Crazy.
So that's it. I mean, I'd break up a lot of fights. I once got hit
And
with
we
a
didn't need
sneaker.
guns.
Well,
yeah, that's right.
You know what was always interesting to me, and I actually had a conversation recently about this, was the dance, the pageantry of a high school, Long Island high school fight from the late 80s.
What do you mean,
early
like meet
90s.
at the flagpole
No,
stuff?
because what would happen is we had a smoking area at our high school.
You had a smoking area in your high school?
Yeah, right out the back.
Like it was designated,
official?
or that's
Yeah,
where...
Like a
that's where-
sign designated
No,
smoking
we
area.
were just allowed to smoke there.
Wow.
Now, Ward Melville, where the district I live in now, which is right next to the district I grew up in, they actually had a smoke shack. Like they had a small
For students.
building for students to go out to smoke it. They've since demolished it, and obviously nobody's allowed to smoke on campus anymore.
Wow.
But every year they would try to stop us, but we would all go out the first couple of days of the school year and all light up and be like, "Yeah, take us all down." Like, it was very, we were,
Is this the hill you're going to die on,
Right.
is it?
It was like we were deep rooted in the labor movement. How our
We deserve our cigarette breaks.
Right, exactly. But what would happen is there would be a circle, and the two guys would be just inside of that circle, right? And everybody's like jostling for position to be able to see it. And there would always have and it's almost like dueling. Like if you saw Hamilton with having your second, the guy, and everybody be talking shit to each other, and they'd be going back and forth. But then you would start seeing people in the crowd eyeing other people, and almost never in that situation did the two original combatants fight, because they would they take their shirts off and they're screaming at each other, and it would always be somebody from the crowd who decided to use that moment to settle some old score.
Oh wow, okay.
And they would come over the top and then it would just escalate into everybody squaring up with somebody that they had an issue with.
Yeah, like a square dancing.
And it was always pandemonium, and it never seemed like anybody got in trouble.
Wow.
But it was always like, you're in the hallway and all of a sudden this circle forms. And you're like, oh man, it's about to go down.
Yes.
You feel it in the air.
Yeah, Kirsten says Mineola had a smoking lounge too. Sophomores through seniors
what is
only.
with that?
I always think of I was on the cusp of a lot of things. When I got to my high school, they had just eliminated the senior smoking lounge that was inside the high school.
That's crazy. Wow.
And because the teachers could smoke in the faculty lounge, which was right next to that. But they actually made it, everybody had to go outside. My freshman year was the first year of that. But I remember as a kid going up to the high school for stuff and smelling smoke walking through that hallway. But yeah.
That's weird to me. Like, you see a teacher going into the student smoking area. Hey, can I bum a cigarette?
Yeah. Anyone have a light?
Yeah. So I was part of the civil moot court competition.
What?
Court.
So moot court is not a real court.
Like a debate
pretend
team.
court. It's sort of like a debate team, but you actually act like lawyers.
Okay.
And I was on the team from my high school, and we went to Northport because Northport High School actually built a real courtroom.
Oh wow!
A couple of them, like mock courtrooms. So I was on the B team, and you had the A team and the B team, and you show up, and they flip a coin and say who is going to compete, because they don't want you stacking a team with your best people.
Okay.
So that's why I'm explaining why I'm on a B team.
The
I
best
should have been on
mooters.
an A team. But so it was the A team was going. So we were just told to, if you want to go down to the cafeteria, get something. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go have a cigarette. So I started asking around. I'm like, hey, and I'm dressed nice.
Right.
Because I thought I was going to be pretending to be a lawyer. And
you look like you probably looked a lot older.
I've
Didn't
always
need
looked-
a fake ID or anything.
No, I never did, and I never
Yeah.
did. I've never been asked for my ID, except if it's a situation where they're literally asking for
I
everyone's
got carded through my 40s. I always
I could see
had to
that.
have, but.
But I go and I'm like, hey, where's the smoking area? And they're like, and all the kids are like, you go out and you walk, and you actually had to walk off of school grounds. You had to cross this field, and it was at this corner. And so I'm out there and I'm smoking, and these kids come out and they're all looking at me like I'm crazy, and they're like, hey.
Good thing they're busted by the teacher.
Well, they're like, hey. No, I'm smoking, so they know I'm
Right, yeah.
And they go, hey, whose class are you here for? And I'm like, well, I'm not really here for a class. I'm here to do the moot court competition. They're like, no. What class are you substituting for? And I'm like, oh Jesus, I'm not.
I thought you were gonna say that some teachers came over and were bumming cigarettes off you because they thought you were a substitute.
No, you should have been like,
Yeah.
listen, I won't tell your parents you're out here smoking if you each give me $5.
Yeah, I probably should have. But we had a cool janitor named Ed that was a super nice guy. Used to come to our the plays and go to football games
that's
and everything.
cool.
He was just he was involved.
Yeah, that's cool.
And Ed was somebody that you could bum a cigarette off of, or sometimes you'd be like,
how involved was Ed?
not
Ed might have been a little too involved.
He was
And
one of
why
those-
was he smoking a cigarette? Maybe he just finished something in his, in the garage there.
It's like in those movies of people growing up where you had the cool adult who was just listen, don't screw up.
Yeah, right,
I
yeah.
screwed up. You don't do this. That was
Yeah.
Ed's whole thing was
Obi-Wan Ed.
Pretty much.
Yes.
He was a great guy.
Carrie said, oh.
Sorry.
I'm about to read the comments.
Oh my God, that was like.
Go ahead. I'm just gonna do stuff here.
All of a sudden, they're going 90 miles an hour.
Don't worry about it. Just well, you do your thing, and I'll do my thing.
I saw earlier that Adam Sayre said.
See, you think you're funny. Now you screwed it up.
I did think I was funny, and then I did screw up.
So Carrie thinks you're lying because she said you can't be on a debate team and get into fistfights at strip clubs.
Oh, sure you can.
No, you absolutely.
So you're like the coolest
You
nerd.
absolutely can.
I don't know about that. No, there were way cooler nerds than me, and way nerdier cool kids than me also. But I was sort of just like floating, never.
Actually, yeah, that was me too. No, I was the floater. I was kind of knew the cool guys, the jocks, but also hung out with the less cooler people.
Right.
And I actually, that's usually where I ended up.
Like I had friends who would have been school shooters now.
Absolutely.
I totally had like guys that I like went to their houses and stuff, and I talked a couple of got into a couple of very serious discussions about suicide and whatnot with some people.
I went to school with one kid, and it's funny. You and I always seem to get into this. The Challenger explosion. And I sat. I'm not going to say his name.
I don't think Andy's ever been here without you bringing up
I know,
the
that's what I'm
Challenger.
saying.
What is with you? What is? Do you see
Half
him?
the time it's not on camera though, so this is new to that.
I've talked about the Challenger 5 times since I was a child, and it's all been with Andy sitting right here.
This one kid, I went all through school with this kid. I knew him well, but we used to sit next to me in this art class, and we would, we get the assignment from the art teacher. We would draw it. And we were both kind of fast drawers. I can draw very fast. And this kid did too. So when we had downtime, as we're waiting for the rest of the class to catch up, he would draw, and he did this so much. These like comical drawings involving the Challenger. And at first I was like, oh, okay.
I like this person.
After a while, I was like, what the hell's going on? And even the teacher came up to him. I'll never forget it. She even came up to him at one point. She said,
You're disturbing.
Well, she said, I'm kind of worried about you and why you're drawing all these pictures about the Challenger. And he was like, oh, I just think it's funny. And he thought he would, he finished and he'd show me and he'd be hysterical. Look at that, Christopher McAuliffe. I'd be like, what the hell's going on here? He always struck me as someone, and then actually, he did it just maybe a year or two after high school, he ended up shooting himself.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, he was
definitely I didn't see that coming either.
I was so rooting for he's like, he's a plumber now. And
now he's an art teacher developing the minds of our young.
Right. Oh, he's the principal of Hicksville High School.
See, now Beansy is saying goodbye and have a wonderful weekend. I swear to you, Beansy has his own conversations going on in his head. He probably thinks we said goodbye or something. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe his mother-in-law is. That's why she cooks for him all the time. Maybe she's putting stuff in the food, and it's affecting his brain.
Maybe.
And she's like, I'm tired of you taking my money, you son of a Beansy. So.
What I wanted to get back is that Snare said something about it, that Infant Jesus was the name of the church that we went to, which was an improvement over the Catholic school that my brother started going to in Astoria that I would have went to also.
Okay.
It was called Most Precious Blood.
Oh, my goodness.
That's serious? I remember being like pre-K, being like, I guess we're going to Most Precious Blood next year.
Most Precious
That's
Blood.
So weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my
that's
brother,
bizarre.
kindergarten and first grade.
Can you imagine like the meeting of picking names and who said it for fun and who didn't want to bring up that that's a bad name?
I am voting for Most Precious Blood.
Is that what turned you
like
into
a
your
group
Dracula?
of vampires, probably.
You should. Yeah, is it
My
still
lifelong?
So is that still there?
It still is.
So you should do the Dracula act there.
Yeah.
Most Precious
I've
Blood.
come home.
Well, it's funny because I was watching Don Sill's thing, and who is it? Was it Bill Hicks? Who was doing that thing on the crucifix?
Yeah, Bill Hicks, and it was with Charles Goonan, the Goonan
Yeah,
top
he
5,
does
yeah.
this.
Right.
And check out Don Sill's shows because they're so funny. And one of the things that when he had Bill Hicks on it, he was showing the stand up, and I never even thought about this. Like he's like, can you imagine like if people actually do come back, or if Jesus comes back, and the first thing he does is he looks at people's and they've got like crucifix hanging around their neck. He's like, why would you do that to him? Like it's the worst moment of his life.
Oh,
No.
And you're like, "Eh," you know? It's so funny.
All right, so Carrie says Beansy feels left out because we're not interacting with him. We talk about him every day because the comments are too hard to follow. Why are the comments too hard to follow?
Why are the comments too hard to follow?
Why are the comments too hard to follow?
Why do we keep repeating ourselves?
Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Follow the comment thread.
See the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Wonderful Wizard of Staz. So why? Yeah, they're. We haven't been reading as many as we normally do.
Sorry, that's my fault.
It's not your fault. It happens. We talk.
This is they are.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize he says Joe Staz Beansy now. That's cool.
I do wish that they had Most Precious Blood. And you know what? Every time, there's a funeral home just down the road from Most Precious Blood. So any of my Greek relatives,
Near that name.
and we have to actually to the restaurant that my family always goes to for the repast or whatever, like in between the services.
Yeah.
We have to walk by there, and it's like a 4 or 5 story building. And my brother's always like, there it is, Most Precious Blood.
Precious Blood.
Kind of wish I went there.
Just so you could say it.
Right.
Yeah.
You say the Rockville Center, the Diocese of Rockville Center. He
can't type and talk at the same time.
I'm trying.
It's
trying.
awful, but he doesn't want to admit.
I actually enjoy it because I kind of think that this is probably his sex face. Because that's what my wife always says to me. She's like, "You're making your sex face again." If I'm like, where I'm like, "Are you sure it's not more like, am I doing this?"
So
I tried, yeah. So, all right. So I'll read Gary's comment. The people who are watching can't interact as much with one another to what the comedians are saying. That's a big part of the fun. What? Well,
I don't even know what she's talking about.
The people are watching.
That's something to keep in mind.
Can't interact as much with one another to what the comedians are saying. But what does it have to do with this comment thread? It's the same. It would be the same situation on Facebook, wouldn't it?
Yeah. You know what? There is the whole reply thing.
Yeah, but you have the reply thing here.
Reply.
But it doesn't show up the same way. Like you actually would have
I'm gonna-
it
Oh, you
showed
have
up
to
in the
scroll
stream.
down
You'd
to
have to
see
go
it.
down to see if somebody even replied.
Yeah.
It's also I agree to an extent. Like with the liking, is also
you can't like.
right. Not
You-
I mean,
well,
you
you hit that-
upvote. You upvote.
Yeah, you
yes,
upvote, yeah.
But that's not the same. It's just not. It doesn't end up feeling the same way, and it might be just because it's new.
Right.
Like I just
Well,
upvoted.
Hit that. It says what Carrie's comment. It says show one new reply. Hit that and see what happens. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's right there, as opposed to coming up
Correct.
as
In
a new
the stream,
comment.
right.
Right.
And I mean, that was always terrible for you because you would be like, why the hell
What
is
are they
he saying
talking
that?
about?
And then
Right.
you'd be like, oh, he's actually responding to something.
Right.
No.
So if we want to see people replying to each other, we got to scroll back. Right. Okay. Got it.
Yikes. Zoinks, like, hey, Scoops, let's get out of here, man.
This is getting off topic a little bit, but the Diocese of Rockville Center, man, they used to, because that's where they all lived. The bishop lived and all that.
Yeah.
When I was with the phone company,
Rook.
we had to, we had to do a job there. Jeez.
Yeah, you did.
We were installing new phone lines in the whole building. And I'll never forget it. We
laying down the lines.
We were laying them down. We're actually in the bishop's forget it.
Room.
The other day,
his
Tony,
apartment.
This is a direct quote. Tony goes, I'm thinking I have to stop by my mother's today. She said I have a small package.
A package was delivered to her house.
And I'm just like this, and he's like, what? And he's like, oh.
See, my mom, and it's my mom has ruined me, is because we had a like barbecue one time, and we were playing like volleyball in the backyard.
I love the sign language.
Yeah,
a barbecue and then volleyball.
This is international.
We were barbecuing.
Barbecue.
And then they were playing.
That was sign language for something else.
They were like in the backyard.
But there were some hedges that the ball kept on going into, and my mom comes out and goes,
"Oh no,
you guys keep on hitting your balls in my bush." kidding me, Mom?
How old are you guys?
Like 25, 26.
I would have like seriously. Did she realize and like? Did she laugh so hard she wet herself? Because I would have just.
She was like deadpan.
Really?
My friend Terry
Oh my God.
squatted down and was just like.
See,
And
your
we couldn't
friends
get-
are nice. Like Sam and his friends would have just like laughed their asses off right in front of me. That
It
is
was-
so funny.
It was terrible, but she says shit like that all the time, and it's always like.
Don't hit your balls into my.
Well, this is great. When Charlotte was a baby. When Charlotte was a baby and she was like the pacifier and Becco being a dental hygienist is like, I don't know what, get it out and da da da. And my mom's like, oh, don't worry about it. I mean, she's soothing herself. She's not going to masturbate yet.
She said that?
Yeah.
Becca's like.
Yeah, she's 6 months. You're right, Mom. She's probably not going to masturbate for, another 13 years. Right?
But we'll keep an eye on things.
Right. But I'm sure you'll be right there to tell her all about it. Thanks, Mom.
Oh my God, this is so funny.
Yeah. Sorry. That is. So you're in the Bishop.
Back to you being in the Bishop.
We're actually in his.
So we're balls deep in this Bishop. Like, wait, actually, I don't remember that being that
way. My story is nowhere near as funny as what you guys are saying right now. So I was just mad. Actually, that's what I was going to talk about.
They had angry sex.
I hate fuck this Bishop.
Never mind.
And that's not the first time I've ever said that. No,
So have a good weekend, everyone.
See, Beansy said white.
Yeah, no, it's funny.
That's what's going to get him in trouble.
Yesterday, Tim had a problem during no
Twitter.
rhyme, no reason. Where on this, he wrote cock, and then so I, as an experiment, I wrote a 0 instead of the O for cock, and it went through fine.
Oh, okay. You cracked the code.
This reminds me of like Neil Rubenstein talking about what it's like to be a comic, is that, and living in a comedian's lifestyle, is that he's in a text group where all they do is send each other pictures of the number 69 showing up naturally in the world.
Yeah.
That's great. That's funny.
The discussions and the things were all like, oh, I'm thinking about making a potato porn. Like everybody else being like, oh, that sounds like a great idea.
Great idea.
You know what you should do is definitely have, and you're like, yeah. So.
Yeah, it is a different world. It's fun.
Snare's leaving. All right, Snare, we'll see you, pal. Have a great weekend.
He's training us
we're out of here.
for when he actually leaves.
Yes. So, yeah, and well, it worked because Sallie said we're out of here. Yes?
Yeah, sure.
Way to end it, Snare.
Thanks a lot. So today is Friday. So we have films on tap tonight with Carla, Tim, and Kevin, and Bob, and Joey, and John. I have no idea what their names are.
You're pretty close.
What is it?
One of them is Kevin, I think.
Donnie, Johnny.
Jordan. Goodwill Hunting.
No,
Right?
this is. I'm trying to do the New Kids on the Block, but I can't because it's like in one of their songs, right? Like
Joey.
Donnie, Joey, Mickey, Mike, or maybe it's New Edition.
Mickey
Maybe I'm
or-
thinking of New
Oh,
Edition.
maybe I think it is New
Mikey.
Edition.
Maybe it is.
I don't even know. Oh yeah, it is New Edition. Is that Mr. Telephone Man,
I have no clue.
or is it Cool It Now?
Probably yes. It's probably during the rap part of Cool It Down.
All right, so today's
can't
Friday.
any of
Films
those
on tap tonight. That's at 9:00.
Sweet.
Cars and Comedy returns tomorrow at 5:30.
Triumphantly.
Very nice. Live from Governor's Green Room will not be on this week. It'll be on next Saturday. And then Sallie and I return Monday morning at 11 a.m. Don't forget, Colin Quinn is playing the Governors this weekend.
So cool.
Anthony will be here all through the weekend. Go to govs.com to see what's happening with the 3 Governors Comedy Clubs. Should I pick? You know what? I need to pick a...
Who's and what's it?
I need to pick somebody for the poker chip. Let's see. I'm looking to see who hasn't gotten it yet. You know what? I don't think Snare's gotten one. The chip, that is.
Oh, no, I was thinking STDs. You're probably right. He probably definitely has had at least one.
Well, I don't know if he left or not, but Adam Snare, you won yourself a chip for a complimentary drink at the Roslyn Social. Since you're coming to the show on Wednesday, I'll give it to you then.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Everybody have a great... Look at she's just dying to hit buttons and get out of here. Look at her.
Yeah, flick the button.
Kevin Epstein sent Sallie a message on Messenger.
And I answered you back right away, Kevin.
And what did it say? Was he like, hey, what are you doing tonight?
He gave me his address.
He's like, now that there's no green room tomorrow, he says, how about you and me?
I'm free.
Behind the green door.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And I said, thank you.
Yes.
All right, everybody have a great weekend. Sallie and I will see you Monday. Thank you, pal.
Thank
As
you,
always.
guys.
See you next Friday.
For shizzle.
Is
next Friday DJ D-Love?
Oh, next Friday is DJ D-Love Day.
Strap in, everybody.
I get my shot
And
this
strap
Sunday.
on.
I hope I
that's
feel
right.
well
Yeah.
enough for next Friday.
You'll be
Never
fine.
know.
You should be fine by then.
And let's see who else. Let's
Or
see
no,
who else
you
we
might-
get in. Let's see who else we can get in that.
My kid has to get his wisdom teeth out, and the first they picked that day, I was like, yes. And then they're like, no, we can't do that day. I'm like, oh.
Everybody have a